Imagine our planet, Earth, covered in ice. Everything is frozen. Oceans are solid, mountains are buried in white. This is not a fantasy, it could happen. Scientists look at Earth's history. They see times when ice covered everything. These were ice ages. They were very different times. Today, we worry about warming. But Earth could become too cold too. Understanding how is important. Our planet is a delicate balance. What could cause such extreme cold? One reason is the sun. The sun gives us heat. What if the sun's energy decreased? If the sun gets dimmer, Earth gets colder. This could happen slowly over millions of years, or it could be a sudden change. Volcanic eruptions can also block the sun. Big eruptions throw ash into the atmosphere. This ash can stay for years, making Earth colder. If Earth gets cold enough, the ice will start to grow. It will reflect sunlight back into space. This makes Earth even colder. The oceans will begin to freeze. Sea life will struggle. Many animals will die. The land will become a vast, icy desert. Plants will die without sunlight. Animals that depend on those plants will starve. The whole food chain will collapse. Humans depend on food. We grow crops and raise animals. But on an ice-covered Earth, this would be impossible. The ground would be frozen solid, no crops could grow, animals would freeze to death, there would be no food for us. We might try to grow food indoors, but it wouldn't be enough. We would face widespread famine and starvation. Section 5. The struggle to survive. In a world where the temperature has plummeted to unimaginable lows, survival becomes an everyday battle. The once familiar landscapes are now unrecognizable, buried under thick layers of ice and snow. The cold bites at every exposed inch of skin, and the wind howls like a relentless beast, making every step forward a monumental effort. The cold wouldn't be our only problem. The infrastructure we once relied on would be crippled. Roads would be impassable, and buildings would be at risk of collapse under the weight of the snow and ice. Communication lines would be down, isolating communities and making it difficult to coordinate any form of organized response. We also need oxygen to breathe. Plants produce oxygen. No plants, no oxygen. The freezing temperatures would decimate plant life, leading to a catastrophic drop in oxygen levels. Without plants, the very air we breathe would become scarce. The lush green forests and fields that once provided us with life-sustaining oxygen would be replaced by barren, icy wastelands. We would have to find new ways to make oxygen. Scientists and engineers would be our new heroes, working tirelessly to develop technology that could generate oxygen artificially. This would involve complex machinery and innovative solutions, but the stakes would be incredibly high. Failure would mean suffocation for the remaining survivors. We might build giant machines to do it. These machines would need to operate in the harshest of conditions, battling the cold and the elements to keep us alive. They would be our lifeline, but they would also be a constant reminder of our precarious situation. The energy required to run these machines would be immense, and finding sustainable sources of power would be another challenge. But it would be a constant struggle. Every day would bring new challenges, from maintaining the machines to ensuring that they are distributed evenly among the population. The cold would make even the simplest tasks difficult, and the constant threat of equipment failure would hang over us like a dark cloud. Communities would need to band together, pooling resources and working as one to survive. Life on an ice-covered Earth would be a constant fight for survival. The struggle to find food, water and shelter would dominate our lives. Hunting and foraging would become daily activities, and every meal would be hard-won. The cold would sap our strength, making it difficult to carry on, but the human spirit is resilient. We would adapt, finding new ways to live and thrive in this frozen world. We would face challenges we can barely imagine. From the psychological toll of isolation to the physical demands of surviving in such a harsh environment, the obstacles would be immense, but in the face of adversity, humanity has always found a way to persevere. Our ingenuity, determination, and will to survive would be our greatest assets in this new, frozen world. Section 6, A Changed Planet. The changes wouldn't happen overnight, but over time Earth would be transformed. The ice would reflect sunlight, making the planet colder. The atmosphere would change. Gases would freeze, creating a thin, icy air. The Earth would be unrecognizable. It's a chilling thought. but it's a reminder of how precious our planet is and how important it is to protect it. Section 7. Can we stop it? The good news is that we are not facing an ice age right now. Scientists have been meticulously studying ice cores and other climate data to understand the patterns of our planet's climate history. These ice cores, drilled from deep within the polar ice caps, reveal layers of information about past temperatures, atmospheric composition, and even volcanic eruptions. By analyzing these layers, researchers can piece together a timeline of Earth's climate, providing crucial insights into how our climate has changed over millennia. In fact, the opposite is true. The current trend shows that our planet is warming at an unprecedented rate. Glaciers are melting, polar ice caps are receding, and we are witnessing dramatic changes in our environment. Time-lapse footage of ice melting starkly illustrates the rapid pace of these changes, which are largely driven by human activities such as burning fossil fuels and deforestation. The Earth is getting warmer. This increase in temperature is not just a distant problem, it affects us all. Heat waves are becoming more frequent and intense, especially in urban areas where the heat island effect exacerbates the situation. Dry landscapes are becoming more common, leading to droughts and water shortages that impact agriculture and daily life. But the possibility of an ice age is still real. While it may seem counterintuitive, the complex interplay of factors that drive our climate means that significant cooling could still occur under certain conditions. Historical footage of Ice Age landscapes and CGI representations of Earth covered in ice remind us of the planet's dynamic climate history. Scientists continue to discuss and refine climate models to better predict future scenarios, and it shows us how quickly our planet can change. The weather can shift dramatically in a short period, as evidenced by time-lapse footage of changing seasons and fast-moving weather patterns. These rapid changes highlight the need for us to be vigilant and adaptable in the face of an uncertain climate future. We need to be prepared. Communities around the world are already taking steps to mitigate the impacts of climate change. Emergency preparedness drills, the construction of flood defenses, and reforestation efforts are just a few examples of proactive measures being implemented. These actions not only help protect us from immediate threats, but also contribute to the long-term resilience of our societies. We need to reduce pollution and protect our environment. Industrial activities and waste have significantly contributed to the degradation of our natural surroundings. Factories emitting smoke and littered beaches are stark reminders of the environmental challenges we face. However, activists and concerned citizens are stepping up to clean up and advocate for stronger environmental protections. We need to find new ways to live in harmony with nature, transitioning to eco-friendly communities, adopting renewable energy sources like solar panels and wind turbines, and practicing sustainable farming are all essential steps toward a more balanced and sustainable future. By making these changes, we can reduce our carbon footprint and help ensure that our planet remains habitable for generations to come. Section 8. Life finds a way. Life is resilient. It has an incredible ability to adapt and thrive, even in the most challenging and inhospitable environments. From the icy tundras of the Arctic to the scorching deserts of the Sahara, life has found a way to persist and flourish. This resilience is a testament to the tenacity and adaptability of living organisms. Even in the harshest conditions, life finds a way. In the Arctic, where temperatures can plummet to extreme lows, animals like polar bears, Arctic foxes, and seals have developed unique adaptations to survive. These creatures have thick fur, layers of fat, and specialized behaviors that allow them to endure the freezing temperatures and find food in a seemingly barren landscape. If Earth did become covered in ice, some life would survive. Hardy plants, such as mosses and lichens, can grow through the ice, drawing nutrients from the frozen ground. These plants provide a crucial source of food and shelter for small animals and insects, creating a delicate but resilient ecosystem that can withstand the harshest of winters. Small creatures might live around volcanic vents. Deep beneath the ocean surface, hydrothermal vents release heat and minerals from the Earth's core, creating a unique environment where life can thrive. These vents are home to a variety of marine life, including tube worms, clams, and shrimp, which have adapted to the extreme heat and pressure of their surroundings. These vents release heat from inside the Earth. They could provide warmth, The heat and minerals released by these vents create a rich and diverse ecosystem supporting life in an otherwise dark and cold environment. This remarkable adaptation demonstrates the incredible resilience of life, even in the most extreme conditions. We might even find ways to adapt. Humans have always been resourceful and innovative, finding ways to survive and thrive in a variety of environments. In icy conditions, we have developed specialized clothing, shelters, and technologies to keep us warm and safe. Our ability to adapt and innovate is a key factor in our survival and success as a species. We might build underground cities or live in underwater domes. As we continue to explore and expand our understanding of the world, we may develop new ways to live in extreme environments. Underground cities and underwater habitats could provide safe and sustainable living spaces, allowing us to thrive even in the most challenging conditions. But it wouldn't be easy. Adapting to and thriving in extreme environments requires ingenuity, determination, and resilience. The challenges are immense, but the potential rewards are great. By learning from the resilience of nature and harnessing our own innovative spirit, we can find ways to survive and flourish no matter what challenges we face. Section 9. Our future on a warming Earth. For now, the threat of an ice-covered Earth seems distant, but the lessons are clear. Our planet is a fragile system. We need to take care of it. We need to reduce pollution and find clean sources of energy. Our future depends on it. Let's work together to ensure that Earth remains a vibrant, living planet for generations to come.